What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Track and Ace. We're done with the sob story. I was a little sad yesterday, man. My voice was definitely a little bit different than it sounds today, man. I went back and listened to my video, and I was like, damn, I was sad, bro. Which is another reason why, I said I was going to do another video today, because, I knew I'd be a little bit over what happened last night. It still haunts me, but I'm a little bit over it now. It is just always better to do a video the next day, man. But today's video is going to be not really about last night's race, but a little bit more about the future and what it entails for Abby Steiner for the rest of the season, man. Obviously, we know what happened last night, man. She did not make the Olympic team. And Abby's gone through a lot in the last 2 years, man, and it was very sad to see her interview, man. She kind of broke down a little bit. I think it just all kind of came one of the things about it is, too, man, when you're going through something like that, man, always make sure, you're able to talk about it, man. Make sure you talk about it. This is why post-face interviews, I know the media doesn't have your best interest sometimes, but this is why I do support talking to the media after races, because they could be almost like a little psychology session for you when you're going through losses and stuff like that, because they're listening. So anytime you get someone that's going to listen, whether they're the best listener or not, you can at least look. The media is definitely gonna be a good listener, because they gotta come up with whatever they come up with when they put their articles together and stuff like that. So they're going to listen to your every word. So sometimes it's good to just talk it out, man. Talk with somebody, even if you gotta talk to your damn self about it, man. Sometimes it's just good to talk about whatever emotions that you got wrapped up in, instead of holding it to yourself. Because I know Abby really didn't, she really didn't want to cry in front of him, but I think it's good. I think it's good to do that, get it out and kind of move on from the situation, which is what she's going to start doing today. Today's going to be the first day of the rest of her career, and it's a tough moment right now, because you got to realize, she's probably been aiming for this Olympic dream for a good 10 years now. And I've been watching her since 2017, so I wanted to cry with her, because it's been like an 8-year journey for me. You know what I mean? I was literally the Olympics that I thought she will have the first opportunity in was going to be 2024. And so for that not to happen, you go through all of this time, and you're like, Abby's going to be making this team, you're preparing for it. And then you get these, I'll never forget when she got hurt in college, man. I had like trepidations about everything, man. I was like, damn, man, why it had to be Abby? And so, but that's been like a good portion of her career, is unfortunately getting injuries. It's been kind of the story for her, and it shouldn't be, but it is. And I really feel like she has gotten, bad luck here with it, but she's gotten circumstance, and this is a test of character in life. It's a test of character. How you come out of that situation is a test of character. How you get to this next level for where you want to get to, because whether it's God, your creator, whoever you believe in from a higher above, they're going to give you these challenges, bro. And in life, it's all about what you do with those challenges next. Because we all have them. Sha'Carri had them. Gabby Thomas had them. McKenzie Long just had one with her mother. I'm pretty sure Brittany Brown had some type of challenge. She come from Oakland. So, she came from a challenge being from Oakland. You know what I mean? So, everyone has these challenges, man. And it's about what you do with them. And then there's some people that don't really have a hard challenge like that, and they make it But sometimes what ends up happening to them, they have the challenge after they made it. It is a little bit harder when you've already made it to get back to where you. I think it's harder to get back that way than it is for the people that never had that challenge. You know what I mean? Because sometimes it's harder to climb the mountain again, right? It's a lot harder to climb the mountain again than it is never climbing in the first place. So Abby has these challenges, and I believe she's strong enough. She has a good support system like she was talking about in the interview yesterday. And look, you had surgery on both feet, bro. Both of your feet needed surgery, man. So to come out less than a year later, because like her surgery ain't even been like a year old yet. It's getting close, but it ain't even been like a year old yet. And for you to come out there and throw down a 20.03, that says a lot about your tested character. And a lot of people, look, Abby, a lot of people wouldn't even be able to go through what you just went through. You should give yourself a huge pat on the back for what you did. Because I'm going to say it again. A lot of people wouldn't have been able to do what you did. And Abby needs to really understand that. A lot of people wouldn't have been able to do what they did like she did with these circumstances. That's how strong Abby Steiner is. And I need Abby to realize that. Like, this is not a lot of people that would have went through what you went through and did what they did, man. Because a lot of people would have gave up. A lot of people would have gave up, man. A lot of people would have gave up. But I'm going to tell you why Abby didn't give up. She's tough. She's a fighter. She's a survivor. And she loves this damn sport. I can tell she loves this damn sport, man. She loves going out there and running. She's developed a love for the sport, you know. She started out in soccer, went into sprinting, and she's developed a love for it, man. And we could see the love. We could see the love. From a distance, we could see the love. And I'm grateful and blessed that she is here. Because like I told you in my last video, I never seen an athlete like her, like that. I've been so attached to, you know, and just, you know, I remember like Jenna Prandini. I love Jenna Prandini, man. But there was just something different about Abby, because once I learned about her background and stuff like that, it was crazy. Like, her sister had, like, you know, a illness herself, and she had to watch her sister battle through her illness, you know. And that's how I know Abby is a fighter, man. She's been through a lot, man. She's been through a lot in her life, man. She's been through a lot. And the reason why I know that her story is going to end the right way is because she's taking these challenges and she's going to be rewarded for it. She's going to be rewarded for it. When you go through these challenges, man, you're going to be rewarded for it, man. You're going to be rewarded for it, bro. And I know her time is not now, but it is coming. It is coming. You know, that's how I've been telling the haters and stuff like that. Like, look, man, you can enjoy it today, man, but Abby gonna be back. And I told him towards the end of my video, we ain't going nowhere, bro. Y'all want us to go somewhere, but we ain't going nowhere, man. We ain't going nowhere, bro. You can laugh now all you want, but you're gonna be crying later. You're gonna be crying later. It's gonna be in the future, but you're gonna be crying later, though. Because we gonna get the last laugh. Remember that, Jack. We gonna get the last laugh. We're gonna surely get that last laugh. You know what I mean? But it's just crazy, man. Like, we get to today and we can start looking towards the future. I think the best thing about a day like today, right, the day after, is that in a lot of ways, for me personally, like just me personally, and I'm pretty sure Abby's feeling the same way, The way that I feel today, man, the way that I feel today is I feel like it's a new beginning. Today's the start of a new beginning of everything. It gives us a chance to get a fresh start. Like, I'm just glad it's over with, right? I'm actually glad it's over with. I came into every fucking race since Thursday nervous as hell about what Abby's gonna do in the race. So I'm glad that that's done. I could enjoy the final night of track, watching the ladies in the gymnastics right after that, which I'm going to be watching later on NBC. And I get a chance to just relax now. Trials is over. Look forward to the Olympics. It's not going to be the same. I mean, we don't got no Caitlin Clark in there. We don't got no Abby Steiner in there, but it's still going to be fun to watch. I got Parker Valby. I could look forward to her. It's not the best track year for me. It's like track wise, it's not a real exciting year for me. You know, like I got a few athletes I'm looking forward to watching, but it's not super exciting. You know, I am glad like Aria Knight made the team. I'm really sad for Christian Coleman. Christian Coleman also had a bad night. That's our training partner. It just ain't our time right now. I just felt I told y'all when I saw the dark cloudy skies, I knew something was not gonna be right. I knew that was an omen for something, man. I was like, them dark skies are out there for a reason, man. It was not gonna be a good night for us, bro. Anybody who recognizes them dark clouds, you know what it is, right? You know what it is, and that's how it was for me. I knew what it was, and I was saying to myself like, this not gonna be good for us. Like this not gonna be good for us today. But like I said before, there's always brighter days ahead, right? There's brighter days ahead, and we're gonna be able to get through this and get better from it. You know, for real. And today's the start of a new day. For Abby, what have I been saying in my videos? For those of y'all that's been on my videos, I've been saying this for a while. I want her to finish the season up strong, right? Because I'm more encouraged by Abby coming out of these trials than I was before. I got a chance to see her start this peak a little bit around her top form. I know she's not 100% healthy right now, but I'm glad to see her getting close to her peak form, right? So now what we can do is we can take these races towards the end of the year, the second half of the season, and build. Start getting back in first place. Start winning these. Because somebody put it, I'm going to go over y'all comments in a little bit too, man, in that last video I did, because y'all made some really good comments. But one of y'all was saying that it'd be better if we can not only just get to world championships in LA, if we can actually win these events, right? If we can actually come in first. Like, that'd be even better. Because it felt even better when Abby went to the world championships a couple of years ago. It felt even sweeter because she came in first, right? Not just second or third. She actually came in first. So it didn't feel like she just limped onto the team. She came in first, you know. And that's something that I want Abby to start doing, is getting used to coming in first. So who's ever on her team, you know, that's making these races, her agent, Tim Hall and company, who's ever involved in these decisions for where her next races are going to be at, allow Abby to race like maybe 3 weekends a month, man. Like, I think Abby thrives off of running off that, like, college-like schedule. I don't think she thrives off the pro-like schedule where she's only running 10 times a year. I think she thrives off of running. It's not going to be 50, but maybe get it up to about 30 meets a year. Get it up to maybe about 30 meets a year. So she could be warmed up, because she's a rhythm runner. She's a rhythm runner like the hurdlers are. she's a rhythm runner, man. I can tell. Like she gets warmed up and stuff like that. I felt like what happened last night was she got overwhelmed last night, and she just can't. To me, she stopped racing. Her and Sha'Carri just stopped racing. I don't think they really were running that hard at all to even try to get a sub 22. They kind of gave up after the curve and just kind of threw in the towel, man. I think Abby just felt like she got too behind everybody and just kind of just limped up, and just said, fuck it, Because Abby knows when she could chase somebody down, but she probably felt like, hey, I'm going to let them go get this. There's going to be another opportunity for me. And that's what Abby needs to do. Like, take these Diamond League meets coming up. Because she needs to get in one of these Diamond Leagues coming up. I think the next one is in London for the 200. Get her points. Start getting her qualification points. So she could be in that Diamond League final. She gotta start wrapping up those Diamond League points, man. She got to get in before the Olympic break, man, in order for her to have a chance. Because she only need about a good 15, 20 points to get in there, man. So she could easily come in the top 3 and get a good amount of points on her first race. Because I don't know. Because I think because it's going to, like, that London one is going to be so close to the Olympics, a lot of the top girls in the 200 class are not going to be involved in that Diamond League race. They're going to wait until, like, after the Olympics. There's going to be a lot of, like, no names in that race that she'll go against. And she got a chance to come out in first. It'll actually be her first Diamond League win. I'm still looking for Abby to get her first Diamond League win in her career. And that'll be a good shot. There's always, I think if Abby could kind of, this is one thing, because somebody was saying this too. Abby should be a little bit more based out of Europe. Like, maybe go against the European runners a lot. European runners, they're, I don't think they're easier than the Americans, but I think they're less of a challenge, but they'll still give you a chance because those girls are still going to go hard no matter what. You could be facing the Amy Hunts of the world over there and stuff like that. And kind of get your confidence up. Just start getting some victories. I will start doing a lot of meets in Europe. Like, they always got a race every weekend. Get some races out there. Base yourself around Europe. Stay out there. And then when you get some of these American races, maybe on American track, what they call that, the American Track League. Get some races over here with the American Track League. Little smaller pocketed races, Puma you still got your Puma sponsored races as well that you'll do. And I'm not going to talk about the whole Puma situation here, but I think we got an interesting video to talk about that. What's the future for if it ever gets to a point where Puma drops her. I was going to talk about that, but I think that we'll say that video for another day. Because I know that's been in her head too. Like, not winning so many of these races is probably like. This is why I said, a lot of people say, always pick on like cherry pickers and stuff like that. I think she needs to cherry pick. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I think she needs to cherry pick some of her races coming up. She needs to start winning again. She hasn't been winning in a while in her pro career. She needs to start winning again. Take some easier races. It's actually good for her to take some of these easier races. I mean, facing an elite field is also good for you. It's really good for you because you get the chance to kind of perform against the best. Because I think that's what really helped Brittany Brown. I think she trained with, it was either Sha'Carri. No, she don't train with Sha'Carri. She trains with, I think, Gabby Thomas. I think Brittany Brown trained with Gabby Thomas. Training with someone like that can really help you, right? And so that's how I kind of look at these races as like you're almost training with these other girls because you're running against some of the elite talent. But it's also going to help you confidence-wise to start winning races again. Getting out there, getting your confidence up, feeling invincible. It's going to be good for Abby to get out there and win races again. Take smaller races to then do some of these Diamond League meets to kind of challenge yourself again. and go on and on. But the biggest thing for Abby right now, and she already said this in her the post race interview, maybe racing a lot more. You know, I really think she thrived off that college schedule, and that's one of the reasons why I'm actually worried about McKenzie Long a little bit, because I feel like she's thriving off that college schedule too, and she's going to make that transition into a pro schedule next year. She might be off a little bit next year. You would have made the Olympics. You might be a little bit lost coming all the way up from like the Olympics and then coming all the way back down to try to get yourself motivated again to try to get it on the World Championships team. It's not going to be easy for McKenzie Long. You know, I think she's got a chance to struggle the most out of everybody going into next year because of that high that she's reaching this year. Because Abby went through it in 2022. She had that high, fell all the way down. Matthew Boling went through it and everything like that. But I think with Abby Steiner, the thing for her is like just racing more. Finishing this season up strong, building momentum from next year. We got a World Championship next year towards the end of the season. Actually, right at the end of the season, September next year, because it's going to be in September, the World Championships next year. A shorter off season this year, a normal off season. You get back out there training in October, November. She told y'all she didn't get a chance to train until December. So she could probably get back in the indoor season this year. I think that's probably going to definitely be something she's going to do. I want to see her running the 60. Definitely the 300 if she could go back in the Millrose games and run in the 300. Do a couple of, maybe do about 3 races in the wintertime. Get ready for the outdoor season again. Maybe start that in late March. Get yourself out there. And it's not going to be a short year either. Like, it's going to be a longer year because the World Championships is not until September. So you got a whole 5 months now to get ready for that. Trials will probably be in August, right? So you got a lot of time next year, like, to really build your confidence up and get in a ton of races by that point. Like, as long as Abby could stay healthy, bro, we can see by this time next year, we could be seeing a whole new Abby by this time next year. Like, I think she's got a chance to be at top form next year, by this time next year. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got a chance to see a whole new Abby by this time next year. I think the motivation that she's going to have to try to these 4 years are going to be long, but these 2028 games, they'll be here before you know it though. And I was saying, and I don't mean to be disrespectful, but I didn't see her medaling in these Paris games anyways. I saw her maybe get to the final, but I didn't really see her realistically medaling. I think she could realistically medal in 2028. I think she can. I think she could realistically medal in 2028. I could see that in Abby's future for sure. I think she can medal in 2028, man. And just come out there with a whole new attitude, bro. Come out there with a whole new attitude. Maybe dye your hair a little bit darker like you had it 2 years ago where you had it like really darker, dark brown, like super dark brown. And, come out there and say you a new Abby Steiner, man. You a new Abby Steiner. You building towards your 2022 self again. Because she's not far from getting back to that 2022 form. She's not. She just needs to knock off a little bit of more rust and get in there. Let's talk about the 400 now. I'm going to get to y'all comments, man. And I'm going to probably make a separate video on the 400, by the way. So we're not going to get too deep into it here. But let's talk about this 400 real quick. Because I heard a lot of people mentioning the 400. And I've been saying it. I said this way back, like almost 2 years ago. Me and Jacob, the analyst, we was talking about if Abby should jump into the 400 as well. After seeing what I saw from the American woman last weekend, we know Sydney's going to be in there in the 400, but we need better representation in the women's 400. No disrespect to the ladies that are in the women's 400 on the American side, but we didn't have a Brittany Wilson in there to lead the digs. These great girls, these great young girls that are going to be coming into that field. I really feel like we need more American representation in the 400. I believe it's wide open. Sydney's going to be great, though. You're not going to be probably getting gold because of Sydney McLaughlin, but I feel like for Abby, though, it's another chance for her to get on the team if she don't get on it in the 200 in 2028. Because it's still gonna be tough for her to get in there. But you could double your chances of getting in if you start getting in the 400. Because she could easily be one of the best. She's got the foot speed, stamina. You know what I mean? She got the stamina down. She already trains for it. But becoming a regular 400 runner, I think would be good for her. It'll be good for her 200. Because we saw how Shericka Jackson benefited from being in the 400, then going down to the 200, and how awesome that's been for her. I really believe, and she's had some really good times in the 400. We know Gabby Thomas has flirted with the 400. If she wanted to, she could become a 400 runner too. But I think it'll really help her 200 to be in the 400 on a regular basis. Like, maybe take like one 400 race a month. And just dabble and double in that one. That way you can also be on that 4x4 relay team in LA as well. I think it'll be good for her. Because that was the one ingredient that was missing from Jenna Prandini's career was not really being in the 400 that much. It would have really helped Jenna Prandini if she would have flirted with that 400. I feel like it'll be good for Abby to flirt with that 400, bro. Double in 2 and 4. I know 200 is a sweet spot. Like, that's where she thrives. I think that's like her favorite race. But I think if you do that 400, though, I think that's really going to help, man. Because I'm already seeing it paying off for Matthew Boling. I'm seeing it pay off for Matthew Boling. You know? I know there was some haters out there that was happy he didn't make the team and shit like that. But Matthew Boling, let me say this, though. You could laugh all you want about Matthew Boling, but here's the thing, though. Matthew Boling still made it to that damn final. So, you could laugh all you want and make fun of him, but Matthew Boling still made that goddamn final, though. He still made that goddamn final. And to me, looked good. I can't remember who it was. It was one of the haters on my channel, man. One of the racist haters on my channel. I forgot who it was. He had mentioned let me see. He was talking about Charlie Dobson, right? Charlie Dobson is the same age as Matthew Boling. He's 24, just like Abby Steiner as well. And he was saying that he made the move up to the 400 and made the team, right? Right. He had really good splits in the 4x4, whatever. And, you know, second in the individual, something like that, right? And I was like, you know what? Charlie Dobson doesn't have quite the same competition that Matthew Boling has here in the United States at the 400. You got motherfuckers like, fucking, you got both of the Quincy's in there. You got the 16-year-old version, you got the older version, you got Michael Norman, dude, Norwood's in here. Like, bro, you got a stacked 400 field in the American side, bro. You can't compare what we're doing and what y'all doing over there, man. You know what I mean? Like, you can't compare that. That's crazy, man. I'll talk about it more then. Let's get to the comments because I got to wrap this video up so I don't make it more than 40 minutes long. Because I really want to put it up today. While I'm taking my shower and shit, I'm going to render the video. So, let me get to y'all comment section. Because I forgot Caitlin Clark was coming on this afternoon, man. I got to watch Caitlin Clark. So, I got to get ready to get this shower in, man. Let me see. Let me go through some of y'all comments. Let me go through this hater first. Got a hater over here. He said, man, so number one center said, man, did someone die? You sound so down, sir. Laughing my fucking ass off. Yeah, man. You know, these dudes are horrible, man. These dudes are horrible. They're clowns, man. I I usually block these clowns, but I want the smoke. I want the smoke. I want the smoke. So I'm leaving them on there for now. But I want to let some of these haters know you will get blocked one day. Like, you're not gonna be on it. Like, I typically, what I usually do is I play with you for a minute, and then when I'm just tired of you, I just fucking block you. I just fucking block you. Then I got this dude, Dave Gift. He was in my comment section hard as hell today. I don't know where the hell he came from. I don't know who the hell this dude is. But he was on my Parker Valley video. He was saying, already moved on to a new white woman, huh? LOL. Because he said this in my Parker Valley video. First of all, nigga, know your lane, because you don't know nothing about these longer distances. Stick to the shorter distances, man. You don't know nothing about these longer distances, man. I don't even know why you was even on that video. You saw me supporting Parker Valley, and you wanted to come on over there and say that? Get out of here, man. I'm a long distance fan, man. Yeah, Parker Valley beautiful, but I'm a long distance fan, man. And I like what this girl been doing, bro. Because I was keeping up with Caitlin Toohey last year, and I saw her coming on the scene, and I started following her. I didn't get a chance to do a video about her to the Nationals for the college, but she made the Olympic team, and she's like the one thing in track that I'm the most excited for outside of watching the European ladies, like Femke Bol, Keely Hodgkinson, and stuff like that. Zoe Hobbs, Ewa Sabota, who's the other girl that Leaky Clever, girls like that, man. I'm looking forward to watching them when they get over there. Also on the men's side, I'm looking forward to all the Noah Lyles races. Now that Kenny Banderick is doing his thing, Area 9's in the 200, I'm looking forward to all of that. But I want to warn these dudes first. I definitely want to make sure I say this in my video. Keep laughing today, man. I'm telling y'all, man, like, y'all got an uphill battle, man. We're going to get a lot of these white girls in these short distance sprints, bro, like the 100, 200, 400. They're coming, man. They're coming. They're coming. We got Myra Scott, who was actually inspired by Abby Steiner. She's an Abby Steiner prototype. She's going to be in college this fall. I don't know if y'all heard of her. She's from Ohio, too. Myra Scott. She's going to be good. I can't wait to see what she does in college. See if she gets better. Who else we got? We got Mia Brahe-Pederson. And y'all would have saw Mia Brahe-Pederson in these trials this year, but she got hurt earlier this spring. So she's also going to college. She's in the same class as Myra Scott. So we're going to be seeing them in the next 2 or 3 years at Nationals. Who else we got? In U20s. So they're probably going to be in U20 too. We already saw Mia Brahe-Pederson in U20 last year and doing very well. The last gym, Aria Pearce. There's a lot more girls, because my guy that introduced me to Abby Steiner years ago, he always follows the high school girls. He says a lot of white girls that's coming, bro. He says a lot of them. It's a lot of them, bro. If y'all thinking Abby is it, no, it's a lot. So even if Abby don't have the type of career that we hope that she has, there's a lot behind her. So you got a lot to be afraid of. It. You're going to lose this battle eventually, because the number is going to be the numbers game. There's going to be chances for us to get one that's going to make it, and they're going to make it. It's a numbers game. And the best one right now, as long as she doesn't get hurt, is Aria Pearce. She's the best one. She started track early in her life. Because Abby's actually a late bloomer in the sport, because she was soccer, right? She's a late bloomer. These other girls have been training a little bit longer than Abby, so they're a little bit more seasoned in the game. They're a little bit more seasoned. Like Aria Pearce is seasoned. She's been beating girls 5, 6 years older than her, 7 years older than her since she was 13 years old. And she's been killing. This past season, she's been killing her freshman year of high school. Now she's starting to get a little older. She's going to start getting to junior, senior year. For her state nationals, it's going to be unbelievable watching what she does out there with her times and stuff like that. She's going to break a lot of records that Abby set. She's going to break a lot of records. She's going to break a lot of records, man. That girl is coming. And I still don't know if she's going to go straight to college or straight to the pros. She's got a good father. He probably going to have her in college. She's going to be unbelievable, bro. She's going to be unbelievable. She's on the way. And we're going to be able to we're actually going to be able to see her in trials probably 2027, 2028. So she's coming. But I think realistically, her first real Olympics is going to be 2032. But she's about to be another Quincy Wilson on the female side. She's another prodigy. And she's going to be, I'm telling you, man, she's coming. So y'all can be like, yeah, we got this victory against Abby. And Abby's not done yet, her damn self. So laugh today, but cry tomorrow. That's all I'm going to say about that. Let me get to the rest of these comments because I think we are approaching like 40 minutes. If we're not already there, we're probably already there. Damn it. Did not want to get to 40 minutes. Let me get to y'all comments, man. Let me start with Stromzilla. Oh, my boy Stromzilla. I ain't seen you in a while. He said, my heart wide open for Abby. I do believe she'll come back. Was concerned all along whether or not there was enough time for her to get her mojo back in time for the trials following surgery. We'll continue to follow and support. I believe she has more to bring to the party. It's painful to watch her interview. She will be back. Yeah, she's going to be back. She's been dealing with a lot. And I'm glad you guys recognize that because the haters, they don't want to admit that she's got injuries, man. You know why they don't want to? Because they know that's the reason why she's been held back these last couple of years. They don't want to admit it, bro. Because they don't want to get Abby that excuse. I've given the girl Sha'Carri that excuse. I said yesterday, look, she was just dead tired, bro. She was dead tired. She also had the lane violation. So she was dead tired, bro. She's not a 200 runner, man. She's a 100. I think she should really not concentrate. In 2028, she's just concentrating on 100, man. Because that's her, like Aaliyah Hobbs and them be doing. They don't be doubling. You know, don't try to double. Even though she's pretty good in the 200, but I don't feel like unless she concentrates squarely on the 200 and she doesn't do 100, that's the only way she's going to really make it in the 200. She's got to concentrate on one. It's not going to help her to do two of them. Let's get to the rest of these comments. Kobe Lad, my man Kobe Lad. That's right, Ace. We ain't going nowhere. None of us. We gonna ride this out till the wheels fall off. Hell yeah, we are. With Steiner losing tonight, this motivates me even more to stick and stand by her 10 toes down. I feel like we gotta stay in this thing and ride this thing home through the Olympics in 2028. This is a tough night for sure, but we're gonna survive it and move on to the next race. To the next one, I mean. Yeah, we are. We're gonna ride with Abby, bro. We ain't leaving her, man. And we're tough, bro. We're not leaving her side, man. These dudes, these haters, they want us to do that, man. Abby is tough. She will be back on her feet. Finish the season off strong. And she actually has momentum going into the next season. She's young enough where she could get back on track. Hell yeah, she is young enough to get back on track, bro. She is. And that's the thing that people forget. She's only 24. She's got a full 8 to 10 years left in her career, assuming she stays healthy. She's got an 8 to 10. She's got a whole decade left. She's got a chance to make 2 more Olympics. She got 2028, and she got 2032 in Brisbane. She's going to be on the wrong side of 30 for the Brisbane ones, but she's still going to be, I think she's still got enough in the tank by that point if she stays healthy to still make an impact, But we'll see how she does after the 2028 Olympics to see if she still got the strength to be a contender for the 2032 games. But she's young, man. Like her and Sha'Carri, they're young, bro. Okay, read that one. Oh, my boy Pete Beatty. He was the subject of my last video that I did the day before. He said, tough night. Congratulations to the 3 ladies who made it. Yeah, congratulations to the three maids. I congratulated them in the last video, but I'm going to re-congratulate them here. Congratulate to Gabby Thomas, Brittany Brown, and McKenzie Steiner on making it to the Olympics. As a whole, that was an incredible lineup and race. It says something about the sport when you literally have to go sub 21.9 just to get to the world stage. It is. It's tough, man. It's tough right now, bro. For all the haters, these ladies put their hearts and soul into this, and I understand we have our favorites, but be objective about your positions and leave the hatefulness, the nastiness out of it. They can't. They're prejudiced, bro. They're prejudiced. They hate white people, bro. They can't do it. They can't do it, bro. They can't do it. Something wrong with them mentally. Honestly, I think that they're sick in the head, bro. Honestly, I think the heat throughout the day, 100 plus heat index. Yeah, the heat was way up there yesterday. They was talking about that for the 10K with Parker Valby last night. And stepping on the line, warnings really affected the race. I was really surprised by Abby because history says she gets better with rounds. Was she worse than yesterday? Not by much. Not by much. It was just, she just sort of, like I said earlier in the video, she just sort of gave up a little bit because she didn't have a 1.4 meter wind at her back, which actually helped her on Friday, by the way, because she had like 1.4 meter wind. Trying to keep hydrated from the heat and focusing on staying away from the inside lines. No one wanted to risk a DQ cutting to the inside of the lane after what Sha'Carri did. Sha'Carri actually ran her best 200 during the prelims. That wasn't any different from her past years. Show out in the first round, get the announcers in public all revved up, and intimidate the other runners by making a "here I come" statement. Except this isn't a 100 and no one's scared. Her second round time was better with the help of 1.8 tailwind, like we were mentioning yesterday. She had more tailwind than Abby at 1.8, but in reality, it was a step back. And her finals was also a slight drop off. It just seemed slower without the 1.8 meter tailwind of the second round. Finally, I don't want to hear she showed up. Otherwise, she would have run 21.5 noise. No, it's because she doesn't have the stamina to run full speed through the line. McKenzie said it best. Her coach always tells her, do not break stride and maintain your speed through the line. It's a full 200-meter race. Women's track has a real opportunity to grow, and I'm all here for you. And that's the best thing about this type of lineup, is that we're getting better and better in the country of women's sport. And I can't, this is such an important thing for me. I think diversity with race is so important in track going forward. I want to see more white girls in these shorter distance sprints. I think it's important. It raises interest up because I saw the type of impact that Abby made a couple of years ago. Look at what Caitlin Clark is doing in the WNBA right now. There's people that never watched the WNBA in their life, or they hadn't watched it in years. It's one or the other. And Caitlin Clark is bringing that audience in. You know, I think it's very important to get more diversity, you know, but it's also important to continue to get good talent, get good black talent out there, but also very important to get diversity. Let's continue here. Norwood said she wasn't in top condition following those surgeries, but I still ran very decent times. Yeah, 2 surgeries, man, and still got decent times, bro. And no telling where she's going to be by the end of the season this year because she's going to get better and better. Joseph Ant said, that was Norwood who said that one. Joseph Ant said, Abby speaks exhausted as she looks when she's exhausted and powerless. She looks too weak. I have no hope for this girl as an athlete. Come on, man. Don't say that shit, man. Come on, Joseph. Come on, Joseph. Come on now, man. I know you didn't read that when you saw that. Come on now, man. You on some BS right now. You on some straight bullshit right now, bro. Come on, Joseph. Joseph, I can't respect that statement, bro. It's your opinion, but I can't respect that, bro. You know damn well. Bro, all of them were exhausted. That's a hell of a fucking... Dude, they went through 3 rounds in the last 3 days. They all exhausted. You know? She not weak, though. She looks strong. And she's only 24. Like, look, you had seen her at her top form as a pro since 2022. And she was barely a pro then. She was still a collegiate athlete. Wait until she gets to her top peak form and let's see where she's at that point. Give her some more time. This is why I said she's got to continue to come out there and race because she got to get some more experience as a pro as well. So she can, because one of the things that Abby's going to do a little bit later, especially the 2028 games, she's going to be racing more with her mind than her physical ability. That's why Gabby Thomas so good now, because she got the mental now to navigate her races now. She's using the mental now more than just her physical ability. I love this one. Ashley Tad Hillen. He said, Ace, thanks for being an advocate for Abby. Love your channel. Thank you, Thank you, G. Like, I'm glad you're on the channel, man. Glad you're on the channel, man. By the way, if you haven't gone to my Patreon yet, check out my Patreon, bro. I think you'll like what you see over there, man. I got Abby's full race on my Patreon as well, y'all. So if y'all want to go over to my Patreon, I got all 3 of the rounds over there right now. The final is, you got to pay for the final, though. But I got all 3 rounds up. He said, hey, look, we found that interview. It was 2 surgeries. Y'all, we found out it was 2. I didn't even know she had 2. I think I heard from somebody that my source told me that I think she had 2, but he couldn't confirm it, though. She confirmed it here, though. 22.03 and not a year. She hasn't even been a year out of the woods yet. And she's already got a 22.03. And she's been keeping her average, 22.2. That's good, man. We haven't seen her as slow as she was last year. Man, she'll be flying next year. Yep, she will be. Only good things to come for Abby. Keep the prep. Yeah. Thank you for making that post. I love that post, man. As a matter of fact, let me pin your post to this. This is my favorite post in here, man. I'm going to pin your post, man. And the last post from Melina Perry's. Hope I'm saying your name correctly, bro. I couldn't sleep last night. Me and you both only had 4 hours of sleep, bro. Sort of because I had to get up today. I had to get up today. Because the races were early in the morning for us. You're overseas. Man, when I checked USATF results, I was really broken. Yeah, man, it was hard, bro. It was hard, bro. I feel both for her and training partner Coleman, especially Coleman since he was the top one. And I expected Coleman to make it to the Olympics, bro. That was hard to watch him not make it, man. That was so hard because he already didn't make the 100. I feel bad for Christian Coleman, man. I still believe they really need to reconsider a lot of things going forward. Yeah, they got to work on a lot. On a positive note, Abby could go into the Diamond League, and start training to go sub-22, which I hope we see before the end of the season. I hope she goes sub-22 before the end of the season. And go for gold next time and not just make the team. Yep, I said that early in the video. I was like, hopefully she just maybe go for gold. I would love it if Abby goes to the World Championships and gets a medal. One of the two in 2025 or 2027. I would love that. I would love that for Abby, bro. I would love for her to get back there and medal. I love that shit, man. But let's wrap it up here, man. I'm going to see if I can make a shorter video about the 400 so I can put that one up maybe tomorrow. But I'm going to leave y'all, man. Make sure y'all go to my Patreon and support me over there, man. If y'all really rock with me and you could do it, if you could support me financially, just subscribe to the channel or buy one of the races over there that I got under the paywall. And because we're gonna be covering the Olympics on here, so I'm gonna have some Olympic races on here too. So shout out to Nicholas for subscribing. I really appreciate you, bro. Any comments y'all got in the comment section, put them below. Go on ahead and get this video a like, share, subscribe, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Track and Ace. I'll see y'all later.